We're going to be treated to a gorgeous day for baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Angels and the Detroit Tigers. First pitch coming your way next. So, almost ready to get underway. Starting on the mound in this one, Tarek Skubal. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter. I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, you know, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough to, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Here's Mike Trout. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. Skubal, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. One down, base is empty. That one in there to Mike Trout. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
Next offering upstairs. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park. High in the air, out to right. Vierling sizing this one up, hauls it in, and there's two away. All right, let's take a look at the Angels lineup. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, you know, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Angels go quietly there. The Tigers coming up. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder Parker Meadows. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings through that one for strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And one away.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-1. Good take by Torres. Next pitch is downstairs. That one fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's Riley Green. First pitch swinging.
All one's the count.
In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
First two hitters get punched out on strikes. Take some notes from the dugout. When you get your chance, go up there and hit the ball hard somewhere.
One ball.
Pitch misses there. And a count 1-2. And that's outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Next offering upstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Now, Kerry Carpenter. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
At the belt and fires. Right through there for a strike. Green leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that's too high.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Tigers leave 1. We played an inning. No score. Back here in Detroit, second inning set to go. And here's the first baseman, Nolan Schanuel. Scooble goes 6 feet 3 inches, 240 pounds, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. A little bit high, 1-0. Started after it, appeal to third. He did not go around. Pitch misses there, and it's 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk. And that's their first base runner of the game.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. No score here in the second. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
The shortstop takes the ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
On the ground, a second, might be two. Good feed, that's one. How about that double play?
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Logan O'Hoppe, the next to hit for the Angels. Inside, just missed.
Not giving him a pitch to hit there isn't a bad thing. He's dealing with a great first pitch hitter up there.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Goes down looking. Angels held in check. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the second. And now the right fielder, Matt Vierling. Kikuchi back to work. That misses the zone. And that is ball one. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
1-1.
Next pitch off the plate. 2-1. And a foul ball.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Next one misses, and it's a full count. And there's a base hit to left. So a man on base to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. The 0-1. And there's a ball. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He's got it, and there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So digging in, Jace Young. Just missed. Next offering upstairs. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Vierling stands at first with one out. And ball four, two aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Catcher, Jake.
Here's the catcher, Jake Rogers. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. One out. Runners at first and second. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
And now the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. Slider for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking
No ball,
ball.
2 strikes.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Quick work on the 3-pitch strikeout right there. Started him with the slider in the zone to jump ahead, then sped him up with the fastball for strike 2. And at that point, you can go a lot of different directions. He put him in the rocking chair by going back to the slider, this time out of the zone, and got him the chase for the punch-out.
So the batting order turns over. And next up for the Tigers, Parker Meadows. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. In the air, left field, down the line. And he hops over the wall for an automatic double as a run scores.
Well, everyone is thinking, Ed, would the runner have scored from first if the ball stayed in the park? We'll never know, but they do get a run across with a chance to do more damage in the inning.
Here is Gleyber Torres. And there's a foul ball. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Neto makes the play, and that ends the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Tigers 2 and the Angels nothing. And we're back. Leading off, Yoan Moncada.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And the 1-0. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Hard hit, right side. Torres over to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 8th, second baseman, Luis Rengifo.
Luis Rengifo, the next to hit for the Angels. That one in the dirt, and that's ball 1. 1 out, bases empty. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count even at 1.
Ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball to left. Green sizes this one up, snags it for the 2nd out.
Batting 9th, center fielder, Joe
Here's Joe
Adell.
Adell. Fastball for a strike.
Ball 1.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-2. 2 outs, base is empty. That missed by a
2-2 count.
lot. And the count is 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Outside low, and it's 3-2. Got him swinging. Angels go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-zip. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Now the left fielder, Riley Green. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Just missed.
Well, these Tigers
1-1.
showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good
2
job
balls,
of working
1
the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there's one down.
Now batting, designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Struck out swinging his first time. That one's in there, 0-1. Just
Off the plate,
missed.
ball 1.
And that's
That's ball
downstairs
2.
and outside. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
2 balls.
It is
2
interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter
Count is
doesn't go
3-2.
that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner on at first with one gone. Now it's the right fielder, Matt Vierling. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Now batting, first
And now
baseman,
Colt Heath flied to left his first time. Ball 1 low.
1-0.
Two on, one out. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
1-1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball softly hit out into left center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Chase Young.
Here's the third baseman, Jace Young. Walked his first time. Swings through that.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an
0-1's the
early
count.
lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
And it's
Ball,
even up.
that's outside.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Next offering
2.
upstairs.
Could be some action here on this
2
next
balls,
pitch. Couple
1 strike.
runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
too low, and it's ball 3.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And a 3-1 on the way. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
And that'll load the bases.
Ball 4.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So they're all loaded up. Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. RBI single his last time up. And a strike.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And that's outside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 1-2.
2 strikes.
This one popped up right side. Trout makes a nice running catch. So the Tigers leave them loaded, but they're on top 2-0. Back here in Detroit as we go to the top of the 4th. Stepping in, Taylor Ward. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And now batting, Mike Trout. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Check swing, called strike. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Ward gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
Ball.
First pitch misses.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Late swing fouled off. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. Now 1-2. Called strike 3 on the fastball, and that ran back over the inner half.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
That one pushed to the left and foul. The Angels down by a pair, top half of inning number 4. Swing and a foul straight back. Two outs. Foul ball still 0-2. stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Angels strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom 4. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
Shortstop, Trey Sweeney.
First pitch just misses. That's a little bit low. Next pitch is outside. And that's through there for a strike. Pitch is in there. 3-2 now.
Count's full.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Meadows in the box now. No balls and a strike. And that's outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit in the air, left field. Throws to second, and he's there with a double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
One out, runner at second. Here's Gleyber Torres. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Runner at second here, 1 gone.
Ball, that's out.
Activity in the bullpen. Jose Suarez, the left-hander, up and throwing. Quijada also getting ready. Pickoff move to second, and he's back in there.
Nope, that's inside.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Man at second. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
On the ground right side, and that goes foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Adele going after it. Makes the grab, 2 down.
Up next for the Tigers, left fielder, Riley Green.
Riley Green will hit next. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
And ball one.
I got a ball, one strike.
Meadows on at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss. 1 and 2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Misses. 2 and 2.
Really good slider. He's up there just hoping that it ends up off the plate away.
Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. Kerry Carpenter up next for the Tigers. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Tigers 2 and the Angels nothing. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Zach Neto. Skubal back to work. Neto in his 2nd season, 24 years old, a former first-round pick in 2022.
You know, these Angels being a little too patient at the plate in this game. They found themselves behind in the count quite a bit. They're trying to be patient, but it's mostly resulting in outs, not base runners. And you could argue it's making things more difficult at the plate.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. He got a pitch he could get to out front, kept his bat through the ball, and didn't pull off or roll his hands over. And that allowed him to rip that ball down the line for the double.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. Caught looking his first time up. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Fires over to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Moncada stands in now and watches strike 1. 1 away with a runner at third. Right down to shoot, and it's 0-2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
That's outside. Now 1 and 2. Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Now batting, second baseman,
Luis Rengifo gets a chance to hit here. Fly to left his first time. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Vierling makes the grab, and that is that. Angels leave 1. They trail things here 2-0.
Now pitching for the
Back
Angels.
now to start the bottom of the 5th and taking over on the mound, Jose Suarez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Carpenter leading things off and takes a strike. On the ground to first, and foul ball. Swings through it for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Veerling in the box again, takes a strike. Next offering is in for a strike. That's
One
inside.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Up and in, 2-2.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
And a good eye there. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. Little slider action.
In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Keith up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
1-1.
Ripped to 3rd, but handled, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They're up 2-0. And we're back, top of the 6th inning. So in now for the Angels, Joe Adell. That one's in there, 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Back to the top of the Angels lineup. And next for L.A., Taylor Ward, 1 for 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Strike 1.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just misses with that one. The Tigers up by 2, and we're the top half of the 6th. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Swing and a hard hit grounder to 3rd, and that's a fair ball.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one, ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Here's Trout, 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that's way high. Ball 2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. Relay throw home, but it's offline. It's 2-1.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Absolutely hammered that baseball very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
And now the DH, Jorge Soler, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there.
I got 1 ball,
Really
1
had
strike.
some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you...
Hammered on the line, base hit. Here comes Trout flying around third. He scores to tie it up. And it's an RBI single. It's 2-2.
Well, that was an important at bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Good job getting the foot down so he could catch it out front and pull it. Turned on it nicely for the knock.
Go ahead run on base. And now here is Nolan Shanuel. Soler leads off first with 1 away. And it is 2-1. Movement in the bullpen. Will Vest, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Foley, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Well, I think that was a hit and run right there. When you look at how far that pitch was out of the zone and the hitter still trying to put wood on it, put it in play, that tells you that they had something going. But unfortunately, it was a good job of execution by the pitcher and the catcher to get that out of the zone and then throw out the runner at second base. Really nice job behind the dish.
Swing and a miss. And that is that. They get 2 and draw even again. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. We are tied 2-2. Back at Comerica Park, bottom of the 6th inning. Now the third baseman, Jace Young. There's your strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Brock Burke, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Joyce, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Not even close there. And it's a ball and a strike. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Now the catcher up to hit, Jake Rogers. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
In the dirt, and the count is 1-1. I think the other component is putting down the finger that the pitcher wants to throw and being on the same page, and that's something that this guy does really well. Gets in sync with his pitchers.
Boog, his preparation is off the charts. I was down in the clubhouse today trying to find him just to pick his brain a little bit. He's so buried in that video room, it's hard to get a chance to talk to him.
No, that's a foul ball.
One down, base is empty. Hit weakly on the ground. Neto tosses to first, and that quickly 2 away.
Up next for the Tigers, shortstop Trey Sweeney.
So up next, Trey Sweeney. That's in there, and that's strike 1. 2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. That's off the inside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one in there across the letters.
A 1-2 count. All he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
And now it's even up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 3 up, 3 down. Inning over. Tigers fail to make any noise. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on here. Will Vest. He has a great slider with tons of movement. So digging in, Zach Neto. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And here's the catcher, Logan O'Hoppe. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
And that's down and away. Vest picks over, tag, and he's picked off.
Oh, when you're the go-ahead run over there at first base, you've got to be extra careful and make sure that you don't get picked off, make sure that you don't get doubled off on a line drive. But right there, maybe just had a mental lapse.
Out to short, Sweeney. 2 gone now.
He's out.
And now Yohan Moncada. That's too low. And that is ball 1. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Just missed.
2-0.
That's a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. Meadows makes the catch, and that is that.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Brock Burke.
Brock Burke.
And here's the Tiger leadoff man, Parker Meadows.
Parker Meadows.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
0-1.
Foul ball there. Out to short. And it's through for a hit. And the go-ahead run is on base.
Now batting.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him swinging for the K. The high heat, too much on that one.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
At the plate, Riley Green. Adele moves under it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Up next for the Tigers, designated hitter, Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Well, with pretty good speed over there at first base, I think the pitcher's got to slow everything down, hold the ball a little bit, step off, just try to break the rhythm and timing of a potential base stealer.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Two outs. And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Got him. And that is that. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. 8th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. We go to the 8th. So in now for the Angels, Luis Rengifo. Vest back to work. On the inside corner for a strike. Tigers bullpen with some action. Bo Brisky getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Foley getting loose as well. That one not close. 1-1.
Oh, that pitch is out.
In the air, right side. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. A little bit low.
That's a really good take.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Angels making a move for a pinch hitter. Kevin Newman, a runner at first for him, nobody out. Substitution being made at first. Pinch running for the Angels, Mickey Moniak. And that drops in for a strike. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Outside low. 2 balls and a strike. And fouled off.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
2-2. That one missed.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
Inside, and that's ball 4. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base.
Didn't miss by much right there. Just couldn't get the call off the inside corner.
And next for the Angels, Taylor Ward. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
On the ground, 2 ball. The throw to second is offline. The throw is late, and they come away without an out.
Now batting right fielder.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
So bases all loaded up. Now Trout gets a chance to hit. There's a strike. So they're all loaded up. Yeah, that's fouled off.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Ball 1 there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that one ripped to left. Fair ball. 1 run's in. Now the second run is in. A 2-run double.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Will Vest out of the game. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching.
Tommy
for the
Canley
Tigers.
taking over on the mound.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
And next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Ripped, but it curls foul. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there. Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit for the Angels. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
The 1-0. Outside.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here or this could get ugly.
And a big swing and a miss.
In the infield at the corners. Don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. And it bangs off the foul pole, home run. He nails one out to right. And they add on. It's 7-2.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And the batter now, Zach Neto. That one's in there. That's strike one. Canely, in his 10th season, he features a changeup, a four-seamer, a slider, and he works in a sinker. One down, base is empty. Fouled off left side. The shortstop takes the ball. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 2.
Now batting, catcher.
2 down, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Logan O'Hoppe, 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Vierling makes the catch, and that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's 7. Kevin Newman into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. Matt Vierling up now for the Tigers.
For the Tigers, right fielder,
The pitch.
Matt Vierling.
Outside. Ball one. Activity in the bullpen for the Angels. Jose Quijada appears to be getting loose. Up the middle, Moniak. Safe, and that's his 3rd hit.
See, Boog, that right there, that's a perfect example of why he shouldn't be out there at that position. He clearly isn't comfortable. He doesn't look fluid. His footwork's all over the place, and just can't make that throw to beat the runner.
And now the first baseman, Colt Keith. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Fastball down and in. Good spot to get a ground ball, but that one had eyes. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Young at the plate and takes high there.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Fastball for a strike at 95.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
And that one fouled off. First and second, no outs. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. One run is in. Cut off, now a throw home. In there, he's safe. It's 7-4.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
Now the Angels manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Brock Burke done for the day, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Now pitching for
So the Angels turn to their bullpen for a new pitcher, Ben Joyce.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Jake Rogers up now for the Tigers. On the ground, and that's just foul. That's in there. That's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes. One ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Oh, that slider down and away. It's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes, you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. Tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
And now the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. Just missed.
Ball 1.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the 9th with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
And that is out of play. Still only 1 out here in the inning.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Next offering is downstairs. In there at the knees for a strike.
Three and two.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner holds, and it's a full count. Young, the runner at second with 1 away. Swings and misses. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Looked like he reached back and got a little extra on that one. Triple digits, all the miles per hour through the zone. No chance of touching that one.
Parker Meadows digs in now. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Strikes him out with 103. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 7-4. Back after this on the show. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Johnny Brebbia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here is Moncada, 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one clips the corner.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
And a swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Not
One ball,
close with that
2
one.
strikes.
1-2 to count. And a breaking ball misses outside. That one outside. And a full count now. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And next for L.A., Mickey Moniak. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one.
1-0.
Inside, ball one. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. He swings and fouls one off. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty. That one out to right. Vierling makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Angels, center fielder,
The batter now, Kevin Newman. He walked and came around to score his first time up. That one lifted to left. Green settles under it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Nothing across here this half. 2-3-4 set to hit in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Angels 7 and the Tigers 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Kenley Jansen.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Nasty pitch right there. 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball,
2 really
2
good
strikes.
back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. He goes down looking.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Green, batting with one down, takes a strike. And that's
Ball
downstairs. And that's ball one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Just 1 out remaining for the Tigers.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
Carp Carpenter in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Swing and a ball lined out towards center, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. Kenley Jansen picking up the save for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show.